So let's find out what's unfolding right now here in price action of Bitcoin. So since this dead cat bounce trading pattern has already played out, now we have to look into other important charts because we found out the price of Bitcoin is still holding the support from this rising wedge. Yes, this rising wedge in a daily time frame is still holding the price along with this crypto to buy sell indicator. So what we need to be aware of, if this support here around 23,000 gets broken, this is going to trigger another bigger sell-off, because this line around 23,000 right now is one very important line of support which we are not allowed to break, because breaking that means the price of Bitcoin could be entering inside this free fall type of mode, which could bring the price between 20,000 to 22,000 range. And this is also what we talked on my yesterday's video. Even though the price of Bitcoin is holding this 23,000 range, if we look here to the downside, the RSI is still flashing weakness. I mean, this here is a bearish divergence, and according to the bearish divergence, there is a probability for price showing further weakness for the upcoming days. But if you look at this one chart here, guys, this one chart which played out perfectly, because yesterday I showed you this upper line here is acting as a strong line of resistance, lower line was acting as a strong line of support. And since the price of Bitcoin lost the support from this rising trend line, just like here from the past price action, we entered this free fall type of mode, and this free fall brought us exactly at the lower line area. And if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you maybe in the medium short term the price of Bitcoin could be inside the descending channel and could show even some breakout. Yes, a small breakout from this descending channel, and it did happen. For the medium short term, it does looks like it could be getting gravitated towards the central of this descending channel, which could be around 23,300 range. But we know this 23,300 in the medium short term must be broken at any cost, because if you want the price of Bitcoin to show a movement like this after testing the support from this descending channel, also to get attracted towards this top of the channel, right, then we need to overcome this one resistance which is holding us around 23,300 to 23,350 range. That line is going to be one very important line, and now let me show you why. So now, before I start showing you this very interesting chart here, guys, thank you very much, because our video yesterday got almost like around 1,200 likes. So please, let's keep this like spike going up, and also let's try to maintain 1,000 like in every video. Thank you very much. Now, if we look at this price structure here like this, in a 4-hour time frame, you can see the lower line here is a strong line of support, right? You can see support. Upper line here is acting as a line of resistance, which can be seen very clearly. So if the price of Bitcoin here want to continue this uptrend, then we have to, guys, we have to overcome this resistance line around 23,300 to 23,350 range. That's why I just showed you with the previous example. This trend, if it wants to continue further here to the upside, we need to overcome the resistance which we have around 23,300, 23,350 range, because by breaking that will give us a sign that market in the medium short term could come across this 24,000 range one more time before choosing a trend direction here in this manner. Even during this downtrend, there will be plenty of relief rally. Please do not forget that, because I showed you yesterday with this one example here. Price gets attracted towards this golden pocket or the 0.5 Fibonacci line before continuing uptrend. So in our case, right, if you simply look at this price movement here, we are aware if the price of Bitcoin loses the support here, I mean fails to break out of this key line of resistance and also gets attracted towards this lower trend line, then we know in that case the price of Bitcoin could be slowly getting attracted towards this rising trend line here to the downside. Yes, this rising trend line around 22,000 is going to be looked as our next potential target, because you know, guys, if you simply take this Fibonacci line from this low till this swing high, you can see the price of Bitcoin found support exactly after approaching the golden pocket line. Yes, this Fibonacci retracement, the golden pocket, is holding the price around 32,000 range. So if this here is going to be an actual reversal, I mean price getting attracted towards this next area of confluence, then before that you can see we have to break this 0.5 Fibonacci line, which is also sitting around 23,300 range. And I just showed you with this falling wedge, the upper line must be broken at any cost. And now you can see 32,300 is definitely going to be a line of resistance, and also a line which we have to break if you are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend. Because if it fails, right, if it fails to continue this uptrend here like this, and price after that starts showing weakness and even breaks the support from this 23,000 range, then you can see the next area where we could be getting gravitated is the rising trend line and also the 0.786 Fibonacci line, which is going to be around 22,000 to 22,200 range. So that's why, guys, we have to monitor this price movement very, very carefully, because we know if this golden pocket was the bottom for Bitcoin here in the medium short term, and price after this golden pocket retracement is going to continue the trend like this, in that case you can see this inverse head and shoulder and broadening wedge scenario is still playing out, because we are still holding the support at this golden pocket area. You can see from this low till this high, right, the golden pocket is still holding the price, and we are saying, hey, if this is actually support for Bitcoin, and price in this case is also forming inverse head and shoulder, where we have this left shoulder head and we could be forming this right shoulder, then you can see 23,000 is not allowed to be broken at any cost, because breaking below 23,000 means the price is going to invalidate this inverted head and shoulder, and in that case we could be getting attracted towards this 20,000 range, which is the lower line area from this broadening wedge. So if the price of Bitcoin wants to show bullishness for the medium short term, then we have to overcome the resistance around 23,200 to 23,250 range. But if we fail to hold that, then we know 20,000 to 22,000 is going to be looked as our next potential target for Bitcoin. And not just only this Bitcoin chart, even if you look at this US dollar index, since we are looking at this Bitcoin USD chart, it is very important also to find out whether dollar is getting stronger or weaker, because weaker dollar means the market could rally, stronger dollar means the market is going to suffer. So in our case, if you look at this US dollar index, what we can do, we can simply add this rising trend line like this, right, and look at this price movement here in this manner, because we can see the upper line was looked as a very important line of resistance, right? You can see here very clearly, and the lower line is looked as a very important line of support. This is US dollar index in monthly time frame. So you can see we clearly got rejected here after reaching the upper line area, and after that we started showing weakness. But now if we look at this US dollar index, you can see it is showing us a very bullish monthly candle. So what to expect next if US dollar is going to continue upside like this? What could happen? I mean, if the price after this breakout is going to show a similar movement just like here, then you can see, guys, this relief rally type of price movement what we are witnessing in US dollar could be resulting in further impulsiveness, and this further impulsiveness will indicate the market, I mean crypto market, trades market could suffer. So we need dollar to get weak, because weaker dollar means stronger crypto market, stronger traditional market. So this is very, very simple to understand. So what we need, dollar showing further weakness and getting attracted towards the lower line, because weaker dollar means the market in our case is going to rally. But if you also look at this chart, you can see this here is crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. I mean, this is altcoin chart, right? So if we look at this scenario here, the price of altcoins also flashed us a dead cat bounce, right, where we got attracted towards the 0.5 Fibonacci line before breaking it to the downside. And if you look here, if you look at this formation, you can see very clearly, guys, the altcoin market cap is showing a possible retracement, right, towards the key line of resistance. Yes, this key line of resistance might be again acting as a support, which is a good sign, and that will be somewhere in between 520 to 530 billion dollar. So this line here, this range here, is going to be looked as a strong line of support, the upper line from this descending triangle. But if we fail to hold this support, the altcoin market cap could be re-entering inside this descending triangle, and that will bring the value below 500 billion, and that will also indicate the altcoins are going to suffer as well. But if we remain, if this total market cap excluding Bitcoin is going to remain above 530 billion dollar, that means there could be still some attempt to continue this impulsiveness here like this, but remaining or failing to hold this 530 billion dollar range, that could trigger another bigger sell-off in altcoins as well. So let's hope the US dollar index starts showing weakness and Bitcoin starts showing this impulsiveness. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please try that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.